This is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So, I'm sorry I sounded a little bit non-committal in the last video. I've had loads of you reach out to me in the comment section of part 1 of this series saying, please continue to a series. So yeah, don't worry, I am doing a series. I've been playing it lots and lots for you, you know, just for you, not because I wanted to play it or anything. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it actually, partially because it's going extremely well. My change of tactics seem to have worked. Okay, so this is my team, and I haven't made any changes because we've not, where are we? We're in October, so I'm only like a month on from where I was in the last video. Plenty of matches played in that time though because of the Europa League. So let's have a little look. So last time I played 4 matches. I drew with Monza, lost at home badly to Lazio, changed from the Gegenpress 4-3-3, and now I'm in my new formation. We'll go over that in a second. So I played Milan, beat them 3-2, and beat Juve in Juve 3-0. So since then, this is what's happened. I've gone on a bit of a run. I started my Europa League campaign with a 4-2 win at home against Rennes. I drew against Napoli, but I was winning up until the final minutes of the match. And that was in Napoli, wasn't it? No, I was home. Oh, no, yeah. They had stupid names. Mine was like a Capitolano or something, so that's why it's got Cap. So 14 shots, 8 on target. I beat them, and my goal ratio was higher as well. My possession was lower though. So Orsolini and Abraham, I did a Man United as we call it. So I capitulated from a 2-goal lead. They scored. Zielinski scored 2 goals, both of them absolute crackers. 89th minute, unfortunately. So 2-all draw, but no shame. Austria Vienna beat them 3-0. Empoli 1-0. Atalanta 2-0, which Atalanta were top of the league at that point. Then I lost at home in the Europa League to Malmö. So my Swedish subscribers will be like, what? But yeah, basically they came to Rome and just sat back and hit me on the break. The goal was in the 60th minute, but I just couldn't break them down. I had 25 shots on goal, 8 on target, compared to their 6 with 3 on target. They're 0.2 expected goals. And I had 1.79. I didn't score a single one. They just cancelled me out. It was really good tactics from them. And then I beat, in spite, Hellas Verona 4-0. So then I had to go to Malmö and I beat them 2-0. Goals from Tammy and Cristante in the 93rd. So I got a nice early-ish goal to settle us down. Dybala got injured again though, unfortunately. I can't seem to keep him fit at the minute. Then Bologna beat them 1-0. Orsolini scored the goal against his former team on the 38th minute. 18 shots, 5 on target compared to their 1, so I cancelled them out a bit. That was our expected goals ratio, so it's much higher. And then in the last game I beat Samp 3-0. Goals from, I think it was Belotti. So they had a player sent off in the 29th minute and just sat back. But then I bought Belotti on because I think Tammy got in. No, he didn't. He just didn't have a good match. Belotti, Pellegrini with 2 assists. And then, because they were sitting back, I actually decided to move Spinazzola up here. So he was a wing back, but a lopsided wing back because he was forward, but Karstorp on the other side wasn't. So that meant that but they weren't attacking at that point. They only had 4 shots on goal, 2 on target in the entire match, 0.2 expected goals. And I had the higher possession, so I was just hammering them. So yeah, he got an assist as well, because he's not actually, bizarrely, he's not been playing that well. But yeah, and then in a previous match I actually stuck him as left wing, because I'm trying out a couple of the youngsters. So Bove is getting regular match time for me, as is Cassano, But then Spinazzola got injured in the 84th minute, which was great. Belotti had an offside goal, so he would have had a hat-trick. So it's not like real life when he can't score at all in the league this season, unfortunately. He hasn't got a single goal in Serie A. Okay, so let's have a look at my tactics then, just to remind you what I'm doing there. So I've got one striker, but I've got very wide. This is a positive 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder wide. So I'm positive, I got shorter passing, play out to defence, be more expressive and higher tempo. My intensity, as you pointed out in the comments section, is extremely high, but I'm rotating quite a lot to try and help with that. So I've got these two midfielders. I've got 3-4 players on attacking stance, and then I've got Cristante and both Bove on, and the two wing backs on support, and then two out-and-out defensive players in the whole team. So it's pretty attacking, I've got to be honest, but I'm scoring lots of goals as a result, and the board, I'll show you that in a second, the board really like it. But yeah, I need to buy a midfielder. Well, I say that actually I've got Wijnaldum who's going to come back. He's in his injury recovery phase now, so 2 to 4 weeks, we're in October. Yeah, I really need him actually. I'm short in the pitch. I'm actually using some of the youngsters for the middle of the pitch as well. Volpato, the Australian who qualifies for Italy, I'm playing him a little bit in that midfield role, but it's not his natural position. I'm playing him as a substitute on the right wing. He's getting a bit of game time because of the injuries to Dybala. And then I've had Karamitsis, the 18-year-old Greek, taking a couple of 2 minutes at the end of a match that we're winning easily in defence. Tahirovic, the Bosnian 19-year-old, I'm playing him either in the defensive midfield position. He is a deep line playmaker, but only 2 stars. And Mitsala, or what's the other position I play? Yeah, he's not best suited with that, but he's not playing badly. By far the best youngster that I've had is Cassano. So he's 19, he is Italian, fast. So if you see, I play an inverted winger, it's his favourite position, on his favoured side. He scored within minutes of his first appearance. He came off the bench and scored. He's had, let me show you, reports, form. So yeah, came on the pitch, 65th minute, scored, got a rating of 7.2. He came on the 80th minute then, looked tidy, 7 completed of 9 passes. And then he played most of the match, actually all of the match against Samp. And he was a bit nervous in the first half, and I had to actually do a bit of a one-on-one shout from the touchline, and that got him motivated. He only had a 6.8, but he's a kid, so that's fine. Not very high expected goal ratio from him, but it's okay. So yeah, he's doing well, and I think, yeah, he's never played before, so he's getting some time, and he's happy about that with me. Anyone else? Al-Sharawi is playing terribly. Look at his stats, 6.5. I'm not really playing him. He's not done anything. I give him lots of chances there, but he had one half-decent game against Juve, 7.2. But the rest of the time, 6.6, 6.5, 6.2, left him off, 6.1, left him off. So I'll give him another chance, but now Spinazzola's injured. I might try him as a left back. He's not really for that position, but if I play the more advanced, say we're losing, I can bring him on in that position. He can maybe bolt forward, because he is, very fast, but he's just not playing well at the moment. And because I've got so many players in that position, Solbakken can play there, Cassano, the youngster, can play there. Orsolini could play there at the push, as could Dybala. Wijnaldum could play that position as well when he comes back from injury, so I've got lots of options. Oh yeah, and Zalewski. Zalewski is the one I'm actually playing there the most. As an inverted winger, that is one of his favoured positions. The fans adore him. He's worth a lot of money. He's only 20-year-old Polish, but I think he was born in Tivoli in Italy, yeah, to Polish parents, so he's totally fluent in Italian and technically Italian. So I'm playing him actually in real life. Jose Mourinho plays him as a wing back, either left or right. That's not really reflected on this too much. Let me show you. Yeah, it sort of suggests he can do it, but he's been sensational in real life this season. Heck of a player, and yeah, like I said, the fans absolutely love him, and he's doing well. So assist, goal. He's having a cracking season so far. I didn't play him that much to begin with because I couldn't fit him in the team because I wasn't playing with wing backs. But then he complained to me and said that he wanted to play up front anyway. So I was like, okay, go for it. Shirawi's doing quite badly. And yeah, he's been sort of undroppable since. I'd only left him off against Samp because he'd been playing twice a week. Belotti is scoring a couple of goals for us, but Tammy Abraham, he's having a bad season in real life, but not in this game. He scored 8 goals out of 10 in Serie A, and he scored 1 out of 2 in Europa League, but as you can see, I don't play him all the time in that competition. And his form, he got an assist in that match, but goal. I think his first 7 games he had 7 goals. Just outrageously good form, and he's the type of player that I love to have in this sort of team because he's tall as well as fast. So players like him, I quite like Iñaki Williams of Athletic Bilbao. Maybe even Tony would play well in this position. You know, someone who is good in the air but also good on the ground, fast. Just a complete forward. And his pressing as well. His energy levels are fantastic. His stamina, 13. Natural fitness, 14. And his finishing is just superb this season for us. So his ratings are through the roof. So yeah, that's the team I'm playing with at the minute. And plenty of minutes for Ibanez, who's my regular starter at centre-back. Kumbula doesn't usually play as much. Zeki Celik is having a brilliant season. I'm playing him a lot, actually, at right-back, but also left-back. He's so versatile. Svilar I'm playing in the Europa League matches, and he's doing really well. And anyone else I want to mention? Orsolini started brilliantly. Orsolini has got 4 goals in 8 matches, and 2 in 3 in the Europa League, so he again is playing brilliantly. Let's look at his form. So goal there against Bologna's old team. Not some for a little while, but still half decent performances. 7.1, 6.8, 6.8. But then goal, 2 goals, 2 goals. And that was his 3rd match playing for us. So yeah, really happy I bought him, and he was a bargain. He was like 6 million, wasn't he? 6.25 million, absolute bargain. So let's have a look at the expectations. So I'm on a B+ at the moment. They said they were really happy with the 3-0 dismantling, I love the word, of Juve. On course for challenging for Serie A much earlier than expected. I'll show you where I am in the league in a second, I forgot. And delighted with the financial aspect of Orsolini. Very disappointed with the deal for Chris Smalling. I explained that last video. He was 34. I got offered 6 million for him. His contract was out in like 10 months, so I thought, yeah, go for it. And they're disappointed with the loss to Malmo. Yeah, fair enough. So it says, work within budget on course, reserving judgment on all the others. Please get into the latter stages of the Europa League. I think I've qualified. And qualify for the Champions League is my goal, and they're pleased that I'm on track for doing that. And I'm actually on track for doing that in the league itself, curiously. Because as you can see, I'm top of Serie A after 10 matches. So I lost that 1 match against Lazio, 3-0. That spurred me on to change my tactics, and since then I've got an unbeaten streak of 7 wins and 1 draw. Because the 1 draw against Monza was my first game, and the only other one was that Napoli game that I told you about. The best thing about this, but very briefly, I haven't played a match in the Coppa Italia yet. I'm top of the league in the Europa League, 4 matches. Oh no, I can be caught, so I've got to be careful. Austria Vienna next, and then Rennes, I think. and Serie A team. So I am top, and let's see the full table, because I want to show you my goals ratio. How do I do that? Season previous stages. There we are. So my form is the best, and I've got 21 goals for, 9 against, goal difference of 12. So who has outscored me so far? Atalanta, okay, 24 goals. Same as Milan. It's quite a lot for Milan actually. And then no one else. And then in terms of against, oh, look at that. Fiorentina, 3 goals. 1 for Milan, 1 for Sassuolo, 1 for Udinese. And Sassuolo are doing really well this year. Yeah, and that Juve is still bottom, but they've actually made it to 0 now. They're not on minus points anymore. But they got, look at their form. 3 draws. Spezia they drew against Salernitana and Fiorentina. So, yeah, and they lost to Lecce. But then they beat Inter in the last match 1-0, so that's weird. Yeah, so Atalanta, Milan and Napoli in the Champions League spots. Fiorentina and Inter in the Europa League, Conference League spots. So far, Lazio down in 8th. They were an early leader, but they've dropped away. In the last 5 matches, they've only managed to win 2. Those against Spezia and Udinese. Weird draws against Monza and Lecce. To put into context, well, Lecce having a good season actually. Look at that. They're up in 10th. But yeah, that's that. So coming up, I'll be playing this loads over the weekend. I got my last 2 Europa League matches, so I hopefully will get to maybe the Coppa Italia, Cremonese, Sassuolo, Torino, Inter away, and Spezia. So a couple of teams that shouldn't be as high as they are, but are pretty high, so I'll look up for those. Salernitana and Lecce are in that list, and perhaps Fiorentina as well. So some dodgy matches coming up, and I'll have my eye on that match in February for Lazio at home to get revenge. But until the transfer window, because of the break for the World Cup, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. That's interesting, and then I'll try and maybe bolster my midfield with a player. I don't really have much money though. I've had to change the where's the money finances. I've only got 4,700,000 because I had to put money, I had to change it from the transfer budget of 7 million into the wage budget because Zalewski was unsettled. He wanted to sign a new contract, but he went from getting something like 5,000 a week to getting like 60,000 a week. And I had to sign him because he's so important for the team, you know, it's one of our, 54,000. And a couple of others had to sign contracts as well, so I wanted to make sure I didn't lose them. Yeah, so I haven't got much money to spend, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So maybe I'll have to get a loan in. I don't really have that many loans. I've got Llorente and Kamara. Oh, it's technically Wijnaldum is on loan from Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, interesting. Okay. So he'll be coming back in a couple of weeks, and then we'll break for the World Cup, and I'll give you a little update about how that went, because it'll be interesting to see how it goes compared to how it actually went in real life. Okay, take it easy everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe for more in this current series, and I'll speak to you again with an update next